Going on, everybody? So welcome to another episode of I'm sorry, not Pleasant Assholes. That's what we're going with. We're going with Pleasant
Let's
Assholes.
go.
That's gonna be the name. I know I said like four names so far, but that's the one. That's the one we're sticking with. So as y'all can see, I got my cousin with me, my little cousin right there. Monet,
Hello.
Timmy Monet. Y'all know Spell, he's always with us. Monet is off limits. If y'all are sitting there watching, oh, she's cute, whatever, but nah, she's off limits. All boys have herpes. That's what I've been telling her from the beginning.
I ain't got
That was like
herpes, bro.
two.
You do have herpes.
Nah, I don't got herpes.
Let it be known that Spell has herpes.
No. Don't put that shit out there. Hell no.
I'm joking. But for real though, yo, I know what happened last night. What was it? The night before last? Last night or night before last?
Night
Night
before.
before.
Night before. Wow. So you know what? Before I even go into it, I have always been in love with Jada Pinkett. She was my first crush. Like from the very onset. Like she was the first woman celebrity that I had a crush on. Ever since Low Down Dirty Shane. If y'all remember that movie, you probably too young, Tony. But I don't know if Spell remember that. Shane.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yo, when I saw her in that, I was like, that's it. That's who I'm gonna marry. And then when I saw her in Jason's Lyric, oh my God, it was bad, bro. There was so many nights behind closed doors watching that movie. It was insane. I mean, I'm just letting you know what it is. I don't care. So don't look at me. Anyway, I was totally into her, right? And then obviously the past couple years happened. Everything happened in their marriage or whatever. And we all had our opinions on it, and I'll share my opinion. But then last night happened.
You dodged the bullet.
Who dodged the bullet?
You.
I did. But you know what, though? That's what I want to talk about. Because did I really? You know what I'm saying? And here's why I asked that question. We already went through the numbers when it comes to cheating in marriages. Like the numbers are high. The numbers are too high. And so she's just done some shit that everybody does. You understand what I'm saying? Not giving her an excuse. But what happened with them was she was honest about it. They had a show. And so she talked about it. And that's what we want more, right? We talk about how we want more candidacy. We want more people to be real. And then when people are real, look at what happened to Will. He gets clowned and joked out for years. And if you ask me, this shit was a buildup. This shit was a buildup of all the clowning and joking that I'm going to point to social media. If you're going to live your life in the public, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be a public figure and make your money off the public like I plan on doing, you know what? You got to be ready for the ridicule that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't handle that shit, then one, maybe you shouldn't have a show where you're going to be transparent. Or two, don't let people into your private business. You know what I'm saying? So for me, if you ask me, this was a social media baby. This is what happens when you let social media go too far. People joked on this man and questioned his masculinity and made their marriage into a joke. And so Chris Rock made a joke that wasn't even about the marriage. I don't even think he knew that she had that disease or whatever it is that she has. I think he just made a joke he thought was funny. It wasn't even funny. And then got smacked for it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think this was just a isolated Will losing it type situation, in my opinion.
You want to chime in, Tony? Your thoughts?
All right, so you know what? Let me ask you this.
She said no.
Would you expect your man, if you had a man, to do the same thing? Like, would you be sitting there if you was you Jada Pinkett right now? You Jada Pinkett. Is that something that you would either expect or applaud coming from your man or husband?
So after it happened, I looked at my boyfriend. I say, "Would you smack somebody if they made that joke about me?" First question off rip. Is it would I expect it? No. Very unexpected reaction.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do feel that was an immediate reaction that he had to the joke, because she just came out and vocally shared her journey that she's going on and her disease that she has. So in my eyes, it's like these jokes are written. They are premeditated. He knows what he's going to say before he gets on stage. They're ran over. They go through the lines a bunch of times. Nobody in production, I feel like Nicki Minaj said this. She did. Nobody said, hey, she just came out with this. Maybe we shouldn't say this joke. You get what I'm saying? Like, that would be a little touchy. Let's maybe scratch that one out.
Here's my problem with that, though. When you are in the public eye, you make your money off of people. Literally. You make money off of people liking your content, if I can put it that way. You're not going to make no. Everybody thought Will Smith and Jada Pinkett were bad actors and they got no jobs. They would have to find another job. So they make their money off of the public. So when you put yourself out there like that, you can't have. There
is a certain territory that comes with it.
Exactly.
There is. You've been a celebrity for over 30 plus years. Everybody knows your business. You put it out there. We have a whole red table talk. Everyone literally knows. And at the same time, they are still human beings. They still have feelings.
But why was that?
They still real life stuff.
My thing is, like, why was that the moment? Like, why was that your place? Why was that the time for you to be human on Chris Rock? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know what? I feel like the answer to that is what you said before, was that I don't think it was only that comment. I think it was a buildup.
Right.
I absolutely think it was a buildup, because like there's videos surfacing around now where in 2016 when he hosted that he made a comment about Jada again then. And then also, but outside of Jada, we've been picking, and I'll say we as everybody, social media, everyone, we have been picking on this particular family for years. We talk about them. We talk about their kids. We talk about how their kids act, what they do, how they dress, what they wear. So I don't think it was just like that moment that joke was just inconsiderate, shouldn't have been said. But I definitely think it's been a buildup of things.
It has. Spell what you got to say about this, man.
I
can't see Spell. He's like black on my screen.
Am I?
You're not black on my screen. You half Asian.
Yeah, I'm a little black, mostly black, but my honest thoughts on it is, I think it was staged. And here's what I mean, right? I was explaining to Juice earlier. I was like, they came to the Oscars, right? He saw Chris Rock. Chris Rock, they greeted each other. And he's like, I probably got a joke. I got a joke. I'm going to do this joke about da-da-da-da, right? And then she was like, can you hear me?
Chris, I'm going to leave and come back because I hear Spell.
You can't hear him?
It's like a black screen. That's
weird. Okay.
Can I leave back?
Yeah. But they met up. He said, I'm gonna do this joke. Right. And Will was probably like, nah, don't do that joke. You know what I mean? Or no, Jada was probably, she caught feelings or whatever. Like, nah, don't do that joke. And Will was probably like, yo, you do that joke, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Probably on like a laughing but serious way, like, yo, you do that joke, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. So then they go up, he does the joke. Will is like, Jada's, caught her little, got in her feelings, and then he went up there and smacked the shit out of him. So I think he knew it was coming, because if you actually look at the video, you kind of, it seems kind of, you got to remember this. They're actors. That's their profession.
That's the point too.
They know what I'm saying?
Like, if anybody
know how to do all this shit,
it would be them. You
know what I'm saying? So I think Chris Rock was like, yeah, that'd be some good ass TV. Like, if you just came up there and smacked the shit out of me, like, yeah, that'd be funny. You know what I mean? I think we get all of it. We would make the shit hot. And
if it's not, I tell you this much: if it's not staged, Chris Rock has the most patience and is the most professional person on the face of the planet.
How can you I'm no man gonna just come up there and smack the shit out of you, and you just like,
Oh man, I just got
that's the
smacked.
shit out of me, bro.
I think
Come
that
on.
he was very much in shock, which is why he had no reaction. I feel like he probably thought he was gonna come up there and like say another joke back, go back and forth, have a little roast session or whatever, and give a comeback and boom. But because he was just standing there like,
And
so
then he had his,
take the
he had
mic,
his,
boom, whoa.
he had his hand behind his back, like
He was
stands
not
like that. Yo, some man approach you. You just made a joke about a man's wife. You see he's upset. You're just gonna stand there with your
But
hands
that's the
behind your
thing,
back.
though. He didn't seem upset. It snapped when he got up there. He was laughing and shit.
He was
And
like,
then he got to him and then smacked him and then was mad. That's why I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think.
And then if you actually look at the smack, Will is laughing. It looks like he's smiling. Like when you look at the actual hit, the
I will
corner
say
of his
this,
mouth
too.
look like he's smiling.
Certain people like Will, right? Because he seems to be like the keep it cool type dude. When those people like that keep it cool, those keep it cool type people, they can really hold themselves until they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like until they've reached their peak. So again, he's an actor, so his job is to control his emotions, right? So he knew exactly how to have that poker face so he can get close enough to unleash and then let out his real feelings. So it's not out the realm of possibility. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know, man.
Let's talk about how they got there, though. You know what I mean? You think it was
how you think they got there?
I think because Jada embarrassed the shit out of him, like you
You
said
think
on the
that's
thing.
the case, though?
Yeah, she been embarrassing that man. Listen, no matter if you're in the public eye, you should not be embarrassing your partner like that.
How
You know
does
what I mean?
she
There's some things y'all should just keep between. Yeah, you could be open with but some things you should not release to the public. And just out of respect for your partner.
I understand, and I agree to a certain extent, right? The reason why I say that is the part that I don't agree is because like the point of this whole thing that we doing, right? Pleasant asshole. Like there's so much fake shit out there. They was deciding, we're gonna be real in front of the public.
Can I all right. But when we was talking about the marriage, you said you ain't gonna put your ex on blast, right?
I'm not. I
Right,
wouldn't
because
do
you
it.
have respect for her. Even if she's not, she's your ex-wife.
Right.
You're not even in a relationship with her, and you still respecting
But
certain
see,
things.
but here's the difference though. If we still together, right? Then it's different because then we can have a conversation about it. Then it's nobody's business but hers to tell. If we're together, it's our business. So I'm assuming that before that episode, they had a conversation.
I was about to say, do you not think that before she had that episode, like they didn't sit down and discuss, like, this is what we're going to say, this is what we're going to talk about, let's address this, let's address that, the whole nine.
I didn't watch it. You know what?
I don't think the fallout was what he expected. Maybe
you didn't watch that.
I never seen the red table. No, all I saw was clips, so I can't really.
You messing
but
up.
I definitely don't think that she just came out and outed their information and just aired it, on her own. Like, no, they had a conversation about it. Wait, before you go on the pod, before you go on the talk show, this is what we're gonna ask you.
Right.
So why catch emotions off of that then? You said there was a buildup.
I think because I don't think that he expected the fallout. I don't think he expected to become a meme for 2 years. I don't think he expected to be the face boy for being a pussy. You know what I'm saying? For
ignorant.
Being a male pussy. Like I don't think that
he's that ignorant.
It could be.
All the shit you will see. Jordan was a crying meme for how long?
But like until it happens to you though. You know what I'm saying? Like we all insulate ourselves.
No, it ain't gonna happen because I know how to censor myself. Like I know, like listen, if I say something, if I say this, I have to be good with it. I have to be good with people clowning me for the rest of my whatever it is, whatever they choose to pick and choose to clown me on.
Go ahead, Tom.
But yeah, go ahead.
Like you want to say something?
I do, because we can pick and choose. Of course, I feel like everybody's always like, comedians can't say what they want to say nowadays and blah, blah, blah. Right. But he wasn't just, it would have been, I feel like it would have been different if he was like clowning the marriage. Christian, I feel like you said this earlier, like he was clowning the marriage and the entanglements and all the other stuff that we know about them. But he didn't say anything about that. Like that joke had nothing to do with their marriage. That had everything to do with her and what disease she has.
Right. That was personal.
And I feel like if I'm with my man in the street and I'm in McDonald's on the line, I'm not on nobody Oscars. I'm a regular person. I'm in the gas station. I'm at McDonald's, whatever the case is. And I get into it with somebody and they say, and they don't know I have cancer, but they can see I don't have hair on my head. Oh, shut the F up, you bald-headed B. That might hit a nerve for me because you don't know what I'm going through.
Yeah.
I have cancer. That's why I'm bald. That's why I don't have hair. So my man sees I'm upset and he reacts for me or for what another male said.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's different because no, I'm not famous. I'm not on TV. This is not happening at the Oscars.
Yeah.
So it just so happened that wrong place, wrong time, wrong joke, and you got smacked for it.
Would you
person say that in the street? It's like, oh no, you don't know what's going on. Don't talk about. Don't do that.
Would you want your man to go up and smack him?
That's why I don't know what I would expect.
No, I'm saying for you.
I don't think I would have expected a smack. I probably would have. I feel like it would maybe verbal. And once the verbal gets there, then it probably got physical. Will went straight physical. He said, "Fuck that. Yeah, I'm not."
That's another thing. The camera didn't really pan to her, but what reaction did she have?
See that as soon as he said the joke, Jada's face, not funny.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying after the smack.
Oh, after the smack, she was good.
She was good, but that could have ruined that whole man career. I mean, she ain't trying to stop him.
His career is not good.
Will ain't going nowhere.
I said it could have.
It didn't though.
It could.
But again, Will wasn't showing that he was going to smack him when he left. He was walking up there cool and collected. He wasn't like, yo, I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. None of that.
He probably know people would try to stop him.
Yeah.
He probably knew people would try to stop him if you approach him. People see you running. I agree.
So, but
I didn't think of
all right. So, Tony, what do you expect that type of protection from your man? Do you consider that protection, or was it just an overreaction?
Hold on. Let's clarify this. Tony, are you married?
I'm not married. I have a boyfriend.
Oh, you have a boy. He's not your husband, though.
Not my husband. No, we're in a relationship. Okay. Not married.
Okay.
I do think he overreacted in the moment. Absolutely. Nobody deserves to get hit. No, he didn't hit you first. Like,
you misunderstanding me. I'm asking if you were Jada Pinkett, is that something that you would appreciate, or is that something that you would be like, yo, what are you doing, bro?
I probably would have been more like, what are you doing, bro?
Really?
I want to say
you would have appreciated that your man just stood up for you just there?
No, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Because when I'll be honest with you, my first thought, I wasn't watching the Oscars live when it happened. My boyfriend was laying next to me. He said, yo, Will Smith, he's told me, Will Smith just smack Chris Rock. I said, what?
Like that?
I said, huh? I said, he's going to regret it later. That's the first thing I said. I said, he is going to regret that. Yes, I understand you're defending your wife. I would appreciate it because, yes, you are standing up for me. That is another man. I'm not going to go fight another man. I'll get beat up. So I would appreciate it. But at the end of the day, it is definitely, babe, you definitely overreacted. And that could have been handled a whole nother way. I would be very appreciative that my man is standing up for me. In that moment, I get it. You reacted off of me and my feelings. Because he probably looked at Jada and saw, like, I'm not laughing at this joke. That wasn't funny to me.
But he was laughing at first.
What happened?
So he was laughing at first.
He was, and that's the part that I'm like, because he was laughing at first. And I'm like, so did you find it funny too? Then you looked at Jada, then went up.
And that's like, the thing, though, is he looked at her and then responded to her. Yes, I think that's what happens.
How the joke made her feel.
Right.
Because she immediately was straight faced. She was,
All right.
I
So
didn't
you
like
in the
that.
club, right? You and your husband, your boyfriend, y'all are out. Not in the club, but y'all are out.
No
And
boyfriend.
some dude walks up to you and says, "Yo, you ugly," or whatever. You not, but let's just say he felt like starting some shit. Yo, you ugly, and your boyfriend's right there. What is an appropriate response that you think should happen if you arm in arm with your man? I'm putting him on the spot because
I'm arm in arm with my man. If somebody calls me ugly, it's in the middle. Am I lit at the party? Because that has a lot to do with this too. Am I lit? Do I have
Probably.
some liquor?
All right, let's start with no. Let's start off with no.
I'm sober. Sober me is definitely gonna be like it's so hard. It's like you want to react, but I know when I'm out in the street and I'm in a club, people do dumb stuff.
Right.
So I turn my aggression down because I know other people are gonna do stuff like that. So normal me would probably be like, just ignore it. I'm with my man. Nope, ignore it. Walk away. We're not doing this today. Like normal me is like, nope, I'm not doing this. We're not. He's clearly drunk. There's clearly something wrong with him. We're not even gonna give him any attention. Not giving him my time.
Okay.
Normal me would probably be like, ignore it.
All right, spell.
Let it go.
Same question. You out. You with shorty, and some
She's
nigga
my
walk
wife
up.
or my girl?
Don't matter.
My wife. No, it does. It's a big difference.
All right, so let's just start with your girl.
Okay.
All right, you know what? Let's start here. You just on a date. She's not even your girl yet.
Okay.
And y'all somewhere, and nigga just walks up and is like, "Yo, you with her? Nigga, you stupid. She ugly." What you do?
I put my arm around her and start kissing her. Like, yo, that's my boo.
Okay. All right. Now, so now flip it. So, what?
Now
It's
this
my
is your
wife's.
wife.
Grab both her ass cheeks and start kissing even more. Like
So you're not gonna resort to violence right away.
No, because I don't care. Like, who cares?
Interesting. So let's say now let's flip it on both of y'all. Let's say same situation, but it goes viral. Like everybody sees what's the reaction. Does that change? Let's say you know it's going to go viral. Does that change how your response is going to be? Or is it still going to be what y'all just said? The world is going to see it.
Same thing, man. Yo, if I chose her, I chose you for a reason. So if you think she ugly,
I know I'm not ugly. Babe, you know I'm not ugly, right? Why are we giving this time? Why are we giving this energy?
Yeah.
So again, if we understand this,
all right,
like this is some regular ass people, I feel like there had to be something way deeper for Will to react the way that he did.
I agree, because had this been the same person calling me ugly here, talked about me this way, said this about me a few years later, at some point you're gonna set me off, and I actually just might get physical.
Okay.
There's not gonna be much talking after I done let you run your mouth this long.
I guess what I'm trying to understand is what's the line of demarcation for a man to get violent over his woman? You understand what I'm saying? Like, when is it appropriate for that physical altercation to take place? What's that line? What's the line that you should not cross where now I'm gonna have to smack you? Even if I lose, you know what's funny is that people always like, oh man, he's big, I want to fight him. And my response is always, I'll punch that nigga right in his face. And they're like, oh, you gonna punch Mike Tyson in his face? And I'm like, yeah, Mike Tyson, if you're listening, I will punch you in your face. Here's the thing. I didn't say I'd win. I didn't say I'd win the fight. But if Mike Tyson smacked my girl in the ass when she's walking by and she's with me, then me and Mike Tyson are gonna have to have a fight.
Okay, that's the key though. You said if he physically touched her
on the ass.
Yeah, that's different.
We got verbal. We got you're ugly.
I'm asking. I'm just asking. So the physical line, so the physical touch is that line where it's time to fight or it's time to get physical. Is that what y'all saying? What if he just grabbed her hand?
Still, what you grabbing her hand for?
Especially
if you know. Listen, we New York dudes, right?
Right. I'm just asking the question, bro. I'm trying to find out.
Kind of, it kind of does disrespectful, right? But not in a. As normal, right? You see, it was normal. Like when when I was younger, chicks used to walk past, you grab their hand, like,
Right.
yo, miss, come here.
I never did
Da, da,
that,
da, right?
but okay.
But if you see it with a dude, right? You see, if she's walking with a male, a dude or whatever, you don't know it's her man, her husband, or whatever, and you still grab her hand or go for grand, you trying to
You're
disrespect
asking.
me. That's what it is. That's when the shit get physical, right? Because now the dude has an ego. He's like, yo, you disrespecting me.
Right.
Even if she's not my girl. It's like, yo, why you don't disrespect me. And that's what the dude is probably trying to do. He's trying to get you riled up. So he's gonna grab her hand to get you riled up because he want to see what you're made of. So
All right, Tony. So same thing. You walk in with your man, and some dude tries to grab your hand and holler right in front of him. Are you expecting your man to punch him in his face at that point?
Grab my hand, sir. I might punch you in the face. Don't touch me.
Okay.
Don't touch me. Like, I'm clear. Like, that's just disrespectful. Yes, we are from New York. There's just things you don't do.
All right.
At that point, to me, you're asking for a problem. So if you get punched in the face for touching somebody else's girl while they are with their man next to them, you are asking for whatever consequence came your way at that point. There's nothing that I can do. You
So
grab my butt, you grab my hand.
So let's move backwards then, right? So, okay, so we understand that physical contact is that line. So is there anything that can be said that also allocates that hit? Is there anything that somebody could say to you, Tony, or to your girl or wife spell that's like, all right, I'm gonna punch this nigga in the face, or that where you're like, baby, it's time to punch him in his face because of what was just said?
Maybe, yes, absolutely. If you say something,
I don't want maybe.
I'm saying if you say something bad enough to make me want to punch you in the face, like, yeah, I might.
No, I'm not saying you. That's the thing. I'm not saying you. You take yourself out the equation. You with your man, and somebody says the most vile thing that could be said to you. Would you expect him to punch you in the face? Punch the dude in the face?
Probably. I probably.
there is a lot. There's a verbal line, right? And that's if they are personal attack.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I know I would. So if I would do, for me, you better found that disrespectful.
Yeah.
You better have found that disrespectful to what he said. And I feel like everybody's verbal line is also different. What somebody could say to you, you might be like, I don't care. But you could say it to me and I might be on 10.
Yeah, that's why I didn't specify. I just said whatever that means, whatever it is, he knows what button it is. So somebody crosses that line. He knows that your line has been crossed. So you are expecting him to punch dude in the face.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You say if you ever had a medical condition, right? Or let's say you with your girl, she lost all her teeth because of a medical condition or something. You know what I mean? And dude's like, yo, damn. Shorty ain't got no teeth. Like, look at her, she gumming. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy. Yeah. And you might take that person like, yo, you disrespecting her right now. You know what I mean? Might have to punch you in the face.
Okay, but all right. So Tony, you said previously that I think you said something about his career and or was it spelled? One of y'all had mentioned.
I said that.
Yeah, him throwing his career away. So let's say potentially throwing his career away. Same scenario. And you punch dude in his face. Dude was that bold because he knew he was holding something. You understand what I'm saying? So now you punch dude in the face for saying whatever vile thing, and now it escalates. Dude's holding. And it gets ugly and it gets real violent. Again, I ask the same question. Did you expect your boyfriend, now with that being in mind, did you expect him to respond? You understand what I mean? Because like you said, his career could be over. It's not, but let's just say. So was it the point that I'm getting at is, was it Jada's place, knowing his career could be over, to say, wait, what are you going up there for? What are you doing? Before he even did it.
I'm
Like,
about to say, he ain't,
huh?
I was just saying, she probably ain't even have no time to try to calm him down. He was on go
She
time.
could have. No, she could have. Well, she seen him got up. She could have got him like, yo, Will, where you going?
What you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
So
Come
then
back
how much
here.
responsibility
So-
does she have to blame in all of this?
It's Jada.
But wait,
Jada's to
does she
blame.
know what he's going up there for?
It doesn't matter.
She don't
Exactly. She don't know.
I could think that he was going up there. I said Chris Rock probably thought he was coming up there to say another joke back. So does she know to stop him? Because I know you're going to punch to slap him in the face.
Don't matter.
Hypothetically speaking,
Sit down. Why are you even going up there?
hypothetically speaking, let's play this game. She knows Will well enough to know he about to punch Chris Rock in his face.
Sit
Does
down,
she-
babe. Not the time.
Okay. So that at that
That's
point, you can say that.
The time and place. I know if I get into it and I'm at a hood function or like I'm outside with a bunch of and somebody does something and they could possibly be holding, not the time and place. We're not even gonna get into it with these people. We don't know what's going on.
All right. So then how do you decipher that? Because before you said that you would be expecting if somebody said something real vile, you would be expecting to punch him in his face. So when do you decipher now's not the time? Or because remember, if the dude said it to you, chances are he can back up something. He's not going to say that and be a pussy. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to be ready to fight, or he's going to be ready to take it further. So if dude is like blah 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 blah, Tony, right in front of your man, you got to assume that this dude is ready, right? So again, I ask that same question. With that being said, where's the line? Before you unleash your man or spell, you unleash your emotions, and when you hold back and say, you know what? And or you know what, let me even deepen the question. Would y'all have considered Will even more of a pussy if he didn't do anything? Let's answer that question.
Been a problem too. Oh, now he's not defending Jada. Now he just let people talk about his girl. He's damned if he do. He's damned if he don't.
I don't think people would have said that because Chris Rock is a comedian and it was a joke. So people would have just been like, if Will ain't do nothing in that moment, I don't think people would have clowned him.
You don't think so? The internet
I
is.
think so. But I don't think it maybe would have been a big deal, but I definitely think he probably would have been clowned. We clown for everything. We don't miss nothing.
So you're doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't.
Everything that.
But which is the lesser evil, right? Because the internet is ruthless. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? You get online, they are ruthless. So if Will would have showed another place of weakness, I don't even think he was ever being weak in any of this, right? But that's what the internet has portrayed. So that's what's become reality. Is he's the poster boy for being a black pussy man. I think it's wrong, but that's what's out there, right? So what's on the internet becomes reality. So here's another meme that comes out with little skinny Chris Rock joking on your wife, and you sitting there laughing at it. You can't see that becoming a meme.
All right, well then he should have just said, "Yo, keep your fucking my wife name out your fucking mouth." He should have yelled that.
Started. Yeah. It should
So
have
that
definitely. I wouldn't. If you don't get physical with me first, I'm not gonna get physical with you. So it was a verbal joke, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Like that would have been more acceptable than going up and smacking the shit out of him on national television.
It was funny. It was good TV though.
It was great TV.
It was great. I mean, look sitting here talking about it.
We gotta start smacking people on live stream. That should be our whole new thing.
Please.
You just smack people and see what happens. I think people would like that. I think that'd be. But all right, so do you think that Will Smith being portrayed as a pussy before this is fair or was fair before all this happened?
Was he though?
Yeah, of course he was being portrayed.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. He was.
Was that fair? Was that a fair assessment of him?
Why is he pussy?
I'm not saying I thought so, but all right, so we'll go with that. The internet.
Are we always like everybody's saying like he's pussy because of what happened?
Because you disrespected him. Because she disrespected him.
So the common theme is that he's a pussy because he couldn't control his wife's mouth. You understand what I'm saying? He couldn't control his wife, or he wasn't laying it down good enough, so she had to go look for other options. Like, or whatever the narrative is, these are all narrative that have been thrown upon him.
Okay, so my question. My question is that is it not a thing to where they have an open marriage?
I don't know. I can't speak to what they're.
I think they said no.
They said no. The rumors are yes. Whatever the situation, I'm talking about his image. I can't get into the details, but the images of what happened are Will's pussy. Will can't control Jada. Will's not pleasing Jada. Will might be gay. All of these things are what you're hearing out there. My question is that fair? It's a long pause. So all right, so my thing is like this, right?
I can't say it's fair.
You want to make a show where you're being transparent. Like that's the whole thing of the round table, right? The red table, whatever it's called, that show.
Red table.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is we're gonna pull people in because we're gonna be unapologetically raw. We're gonna show the world these are the warts, these are the success stories, this is everything. And so, like we discussed, I am sure it's a safe assumption that they spoke about this before they did it. So now you get out there and you're real, right? I had an entanglement and you're real. And she was like how, the sex is hard to stay fresh after, so many years, which is like obvious. Again, this is not things that nobody goes through. These are things that every marriage, any marriage who is honest will be honest about. You when you get married, your eyes don't turn off. You still can be attracted to somebody else. Not saying everybody cheats, but this is why a lot of people cheat. When you're married for that long, it's hard to keep things spicy. So sometimes the sex can get whack, and maybe they were in one of them spells. So she was just being honest with stuff that everybody goes through. What happened?
I don't use spell.
Whatever, man. So, like, she was just being honest to what everybody goes through. It's not even like on some weird. It wasn't no weird shit that she talked about. She wasn't like, yeah, Will Smith likes to fuck dogs. Like, she didn't bring up something that was crazy in left field. She brought up stuff that we all go through. So, what did she say that was so heinous to where people now label him what they've labeled him? Was it really that bad for it to get this far?
Because he stayed. He should have left her. When she said that she had the entanglement, should have been out of there. Huh?
Why should he have left?
That's what females do. That's what women do, right?
It is.
They say as soon as they think you cheat, they out. They're like, oh, I'm gone.
That's what you're talking about?
Why is it acceptable? Why should he stay? It should be equal. It should be fair.
I mean, most of the time, once, I don't know.
Especially if you're married.
A lot of the time, if you're in a relationship, married, whatever, if I don't know, because women are flip floppy. They say, oh, if you cheat on me, I'm gonna leave you. But then you have a lot of ones that stay.
That's a fact.
I see a lot of that. So it's really hard to go off of a woman's
I'm talking about you.
Word when like your action. What happened?
I'm talking about you in particular.
Oh, I can't handle that. I'm sorry. I can't handle it. Nope.
No, that's
sorry.
So I can't handle it. Should Will accept that?
If he can handle it, if he can handle it, which obviously he has because he's still here, he's still married. They are together. He can handle it. He took that one to the chin. Okay, you did this. Talk about it. They've gone past it.
No, you know what I think it too is that who she cheated on him with. Wasn't it one of her son's friend or a manager, something like that?
It was a young dude. He was young. That young bull.
Yeah, it was something.
That's what happens though with these young bulls. That's big dick. That's big dick.
Dude, that they knew. It was a friend.
That's crazy.
It was a friend.
Well, again, I don't want to.
It's like if I'm married and then they go.
This is separate from the
with Holy Terrain. It's like
no, we're talking about the entanglement.
Oh, so okay, so August? No, wasn't that August?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was all good.
Okay, great.
And who was he?
I don't know who he was to them. I don't care.
I'm
My
asking,
point
I'm
is
asking
this.
Tony.
Oh, he's not like. I think he was just around a lot. He was around them a lot. They were doing things together. I don't know, shows. I do think the kids were involved at some point. Like they were supporting his shows and hanging out and doing things or whatever. So he was around their family for like a short period of time to where like that ended up happening. I believe that's what happened. Don't get in the comments coming at me if
Well,
I'm
she always
wrong.
had it. She always had eye to eye for dude. You know what I mean? She was always peeping him.
Right.
Mm.
And as a man, if you are okay with that, because Will was probably doing his whatever he wanted to do too, and cool. If y'all okay with it and you're gonna stay with it, can't nobody say nothing. Like we're not in your marriage. Personally, if I get cheated on, I know I can't handle that. So therefore, I'm going to leave. We can't do this anymore.
Okay, that makes sense. I can't say that that's wrong. I can't say that that's wrong. But this was good. This was good. This was interesting. This was very, very interesting. I appreciate your time, Tony. We'll probably get you
Oh,
on.
thank you for having me. It was fun. I've never
No
done
doubt.
something like this before, so
All right, now you have. You can't say that no more. And we're probably
I
gonna
know.
have more. All of you watching, man, I appreciate y'all time. Another episode of Pleasant Asshole. And we're gonna be on Thursday. We're gonna be back here again. We're gonna be talking about big dick energy. Tony, I don't know if you want
The
to come on with that.
females.
Females with big dick energy. We don't like that
Females.
shit.
Big dick energy. I'm
Yeah.
Females with
crying.
big dick energy.
I thought it was a male.
Nope. That's the
I
thing.
know it's 2022. Y'all be on another
Right.
level right now.
Bro,
Leveling up on y'all. We want
That ain't no
something.
level up.
we don't like
just
it.
yeah,
We don't like it at all.
I don't like it.
No, we don't.
Of course you don't. You a man.
So
Exactly.
go find a chick.
Stop-
Go keep
stop trying to be
keep
a
that
man.
energy with a chick. Go find a chick with that shit. Get out of here.
That's gonna be
I
the
want
next.
it.
That's gonna be the next. We're gonna have another guest, Tony. Maybe you can hop on and share your thoughts on that too. And
Sure,
so
sure.
we appreciate y'all time and have a good one,
You should bring
everybody.
your boyfriend too, because we want his perspective too.
Why?
Oh, I'll tell him.
Yeah, because I got questions. She might
Oh,
lie.
thanks for having me. Definitely.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate everybody watching, man. Don't smoke crack, and we'll see y'all next time. One.